Welcome to Goyo's Garden and Tie-Dyes. I'm Greg. Alright, today we will be doing a Gildan 5X. I know I said I wasn't going to use no more of the old dye, but this is a shirt that has been sitting in the soda ash since July. And there's one more after this one, and then everything is new. But I started off with the 5X. I wanted to do a spiral scrunch, but I think I picked too much material for my first spiral. I tried to use string, and it just got all cattywampus on me, so I'm redoing it in the rubber bands. The outside of it is the scrunch part, and there's not much to scrunch, but it is very bulky. So I'm just gonna band it up here, try to tighten it up a little bit because it got really loose. And if you notice the shirt that I'm wearing, you'll probably see this in the first 6 videos that I post, because I did all these in one day. And that shirt is compliments of John Shockey. It's one of my peace signs. He gave me a peace sign and a huggable peace sign when we did our shirt trade. And I can't wear them enough. Get compliments all the time. But anyway, I'm going to cut off that excess string. It's just in the way. I'm sure that it wouldn't have made a difference on the shirt either way, but I just didn't care for it. So I'm about done wrapping all that up, or unwrapping it up. And there's a rubber band I noticed that has a split in it that's about to break, so get rid of it too. All these rubber bands are all from my ice dye or my hot water irrigation last year, and they work very well on these 5X. So I think we're maybe throwing on another one, and we should be getting ready to apply some dye. Alright, so our dye for this shirt will be Chinese red, lemon yellow, royal blue, and raven black. And I'm using my dry dye bottles, and they contain 5 parts dye to 1 part soda ash. I just use the soda ash to help break it up a little bit. And I also switch out my tips. I have wider tips for these projects here. You'll see me later on, I forgot to change out one of them, and you can see how it comes out. But see how easy this just flows out of there? And out of a 5-to-1 ratio, I could probably get 3 different shirts. And that's not bad for 5 teaspoons of dye. So I'm putting on the royal blue right now. You see how nicely it flows out? It looks like it's just piling up, but it's not. It's just spreading it nice and evenly. And it just gives me a lot more control. So here's a raven black, and I had forgot to switch the tip out. Takes me a second to realize it, and then we'll switch it, and it's a wider top, or just the openings just snipped a little bit bigger. See how much better it comes out now? When I use a spoon, I have a really hard time spreading it the way I need it to be. And these bottles just give me so much more control. Kind of pin place where you need them. If I had the spoon right now, I'd have to keep spinning it around to put it where I want it. Right, so these are the larger cubes out of my ice maker. What are they? They're 9 long and 4 across. But my ice maker had been turned off since July, and I had forgot to redo the settings. So I have the bigger chunks, I'm going to use them up. Some smaller stuff I had in the bag, I'm using that up. So there's nothing to waste. But I do like using the wider ones for the gutters because they fit perfectly. And From now on, I believe when I do spirals and things like that, I'll crush it up so I get a better fit. Because you just can't put square pegs in a round hole. It just doesn't work right. So add on the rest of the ice. And that's that for this one. And this is where it's set. This is my third round of ice on top of it. And that's when I add my shirt to the muck. I'll explain later. All right, well, here it is. Not bad for the first spiral for a while. And being a 5X, turned out okay, I think. And I'm really happy the way the colors came out. See, with the bottles with the little soda ash, it doesn't make any difference. You could use just a spoon full of dye. But like I said, I like the bottles, so the soda ash helps break it up. And that makes it so easy to use. All right, well, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to share it, by all means, please do. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you next time.